Hi guys, my name is Miller, and this video here is about my vlogging setup and also maybe my YouTube setup, what I'm using to film videos like this. So first of all, let's go to my vlogging setup. And I know I am not a great vlogger at all. I am really terrible and my videos don't really get any views, but I really don't care. I'm doing it because I like doing it. So let's just get started. The camera I am using as my main camera is this here, which is a Nikon Z50. And I really like this camera, but there are a couple of things that I don't like. One is the lens itself. There aren't that many lenses for this camera, and one lens I really want to own is a 10 to 18mm lens, but it doesn't exist for the Z mount yet. And the other thing is the screen is flipping down. I would love it if it was out to the side, because then I could hold the camera different ways, for instance like this here, and film myself, which I feel is really comfortable. Or I could put a tripod on easily and still be able to actually see what I'm doing, which I can't right now because yeah, the screw hole for the tripod is there. So if I have a tripod on, it blocks the screen. So I need to, when I use the camera, hold it like this and film myself. And I am able to do it, but it would be nice otherwise to be able to have a tripod on at all time. But yeah, that is the camera. And as you can see, I have a microphone on it, of course, because it is always a good thing to have an external mic instead of using the inbuilt microphone of the camera, because they are never really that great, to be honest. But the microphone I use is a Boya BY-WM4 Pro. And the thing with this microphone, as you can see, sorry, my nose is really itching. Yeah, the thing you can see with this microphone is it has two dead cats on, and the reason why is because it has two microphones, one in the back and one in the front. And you can actually choose which one you are using, because on it here on the top it has a switch where you can switch between front and back or using both. So that is a really great thing. And it also has a second switch where you can actually switch from using the microphone on a camera or on a smartphone. So it is a really great mic. It isn't that great in wind, unfortunately, since also the dead cats, they aren't really that big. But it's still a great mic. The second camera I am using most of the time is actually a really old one, and that is this here, which is a Canon Nikor Mini X, and that is actually, I would say, my first vlogging camera in a way, because I got this for vlogging. But before I had this one, I used a GoPro camera, an old one as well, because I started years ago. But I really like this camera. I like the form of it. It is easy to put in your pocket since it is a compact camera. But you don't really have any control over the footage in that way, that it is a fisheye lens and you can zoom in by pressing a button, but it only zooms in a certain amount. You can't choose between zoom in and zoom out. It is just completely zoom in, and also the image quality decreases when you zoom in. And as I said, you can't do it while you are filming. But the microphones on this camera is amazing. So if I don't really want to take a camera out with a external microphone and such, I'm just using this one, because the sound quality on the microphone in this camera is actually as good as having an external microphone. But sometimes I'm not using any of those cameras. Instead, I'm using my phone, which is a Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Yeah, that is the right word. But most of the time when I'm using this, I have also the microphone, the Boya, connected to it. So I need to have the adapter, which I have here. So from jack to USB-C to be able to do that. But it really works and it's still great picture. The only thing is it is mirrored, so I have to switch the picture in the editing, because else you will see it like you are looking in a mirror and it doesn't really fit. But then also the other accessories I have is I'm carrying a ND filter, and this is a Canon Concept 2-32 ND filter, and it is actually a really great filter. It is cheap, but it has hard stop, so that is great, and it doesn't have really that annoying X. But I'm also carrying a light on me at all time, and I don't have a light panel that I would use, because I had one, but it is not that great because the light is really in blue, and I don't want to always have to change the white balance. And also, for some reasons, if you are turning the volume on the light up, you can actually hear it. It has a really annoying sound. So instead, I'm using a Lume Cube, and this is the version 2, and it is a great little light, and it is waterproof, I think down to 10 meters or such. And yeah, I have a couple of filters or gels on it. The one here, which is a warm, it's called warm level 3, so, and then just a diffusing filter as well. But it is quite a bright light. I think I have used it once or twice for filming, and I have always have it on, I think, about 10% of the brightness was enough. So this light is great. And I am also carrying a tripod, but beforehand I was using a GorillaPod, but I am not doing that anymore because it broke, and I really, to be honest, I don't really like it. It was too big to hold, I felt like, and yeah, it just, as I said, it broke. So instead I got this here, which is a Rode monkey pod, and it can do the exact same thing as a GorillaPod, since I can bend the leg all the ways that I wanted. But also, if I had a magic arm, which I don't, I could just screw it in here to hold the light or my microphone. And it has this tripod head. It isn't a quick release, it is a bit of a bummer, but it is still great, since it also works as a phone holder just by doing this. And then I can put my smartphone in it, and it has hot shoe up here, so I can connect my microphone. So really great one, and I really love using this. So that is what I'm using for my daily vlogs when I am out walking. But when it comes to sitting down like I am right now, I normally have softbox onto the side, but I don't have that right now because I didn't really feel like setting it up. and normally I'm also filming on this camera here, but right now I'm using a second one. And let me just switch to this camera, and then you can also hear the sound on the microphone. So right now I'm using my Z50 with the Boya BY-WM4 Pro microphone on, and the camera right now I'm using to film my sitting down is this here, which is a Nikon 7200 with yeah, sorry for the mess, with microphone, not a microphone, with a receiver on, which is a Boya BY-WM4 Pro, because I am carrying a lavalier mic right now, which is down here, and it's maybe a bit hard to see. So that is what I'm using when it comes to my audio for my sit down YouTube videos. And also, other than my softbox, which I don't have up in the moment, I normally also have some light in this lamp here, which is just Philips Hue light bulb. And then sometimes I have my Lume Cube behind me, also shooting up against the wall, but I don't have that in the moment. But yeah, that is all the equipment I am using to film on. But when it comes to editing, I am not using a laptop, because the laptop I own is really old and slow, so it can't really keep up with the video editing. So I'm actually editing all my videos on my phone, and I'm using the program, what it is called, I think it is KineMaster, and you can use it free, but then there are, if I remember correctly, you have a watermark and there are some things you can't use. So I have a paying subscription for that, but it is actually quite amazing what you can do now on your phone when it comes to editing. So, but anyways, I don't really have anything else to say. So that is actually the setup that I use. So guys, leave a comment down below telling me what you think of my setup, and also what is your dream vlogging slash YouTube setup. So yeah, that's it for me, guys. The only thing I have left to say is, yeah, let's take the old intro with outro, which is be yourself, do what you want, as long as you don't hurt others. Bye guys.